Omega.
Oh,
Hello.
That is an excellent decision, Zero.
Yes. Oh God.
starting early, are we?
I never stop.
Good lord.
Who says anything about starting? I never stop. I do this when I wake up. You can ask Kozen.
It is 9 p.m. It is mandatory fun time has started.
Mandatory fun time.
Everyone, begin to have fun.
I gotta know.
It's fun now.
So,
Immediate.
yeah, joined tonight by the Leetness, and I'm happy about that, but I don't remember why. Last week's kind of a blur.
You insisted I came, and I think you were drunk.
Yeah, he did.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like
Not-
something
not
I would
think,
do.
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah, I had a hell of a second week this year. That was fun. Not doing that again for a long time.
Not doing that again for at least the next week.
Oh
The
no,
second week?
I need much. Yeah, it's the wasn't last week was the second week of 2025.
Oh. I thought we were talking about some other sort of second week, but yeah, I guess.
Right. Oh yeah, technically yeah, it's technically the second week. Yeah, although January started off on a Wednesday, my dudes.
Huzzah!
I believe that this year.
Okay.
I believe that this year also ends on a Wednesday, my dudes.
Does it?
Nice.
Let's consult the calendar.
That's fucking sexy.
Is Omega playing Shapes? You're playing Shapes. Fucking love this
Shaping
game.
up to be a good time.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, Linus, we're switching over from PoE, even though PoE is obviously the
Superior game. Yeah, that's fun.
Is it though? Let's start on that topic, Doc. If you would.
Don't throw shit over to me. I have no I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about ever, really, but especially when it comes to PoE. No, what happened? So we covered an article like last week or the week before about there was a massive wave of accounts being hacked, and it turns out that it was because an admin account got hacked through a Steam profile that the developer forgot existed. And whoever got control of the admin account was breaking into other people's accounts. They were using that to just wipe out their gold and their items and shit. So it was very real, and people are mad about it, and Fluffy went on a fucking tear today.
I loved it.
Oh.
I encouraged it. I'm glad I did.
I need to update this scroll. But yeah, what else is going on, Linus?
I mean, people are excited actually this week because they came back from after the holidays. They came back and obviously admitted to the account hacks and said, "Whoopsie, GG. Okay, sorry about that." Laughed it a little bit and then moved on. So they didn't show that much remorse, but at the same time, I guess what can you say? Yes, some shit happened. But I mean, a lot of people's shit got stolen in the meantime, and like we're talking really high valued accounts, so there were a lot of people pissed about it. And yeah, but they came back then. And now they're releasing a patch this week, which everyone thought there was going to be a ton of nerfs, which there weren't. And I'm guessing that's probably a bit of PR as well. But they basically buffed endgame for the most part, but Fluffy's biggest complaint is that Melee's in a shit position, but they're not really doing balance passes on any of the classes. And right now, if you don't play ranged in the beginning, it's kind of a hard time starting off as ranged. I mean, starting off as melee. Warrior is in a shitty place altogether. Sucks big time. And Monk is good, but like you pretty much have to have good gear to start off with the Monk, and then it's a smooth sailing thing. Otherwise, you play ranged as a Monk for the first like 18 levels, and switch to your melee afterwards.
Jesus. So, all right, back to the to the account hacking, was our Lord and Savior and your close personal friend Elon Musk affected at all?
No, well, he buys his account, so I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't matter if it was hacked. He'll just buy another one.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know if he lost anything. I don't think.
So that was, and I don't know how that came up this week, but apparently now it's confirmed that the reason that Elon is like level 96 or something in this game and has been playing nonstop on a hardcore character after his first one died, and that shouldn't be possible because he's running 3 companies and he's fixing the government and all that bullshit. It's because he's boosting. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I don't know how that. I mean, everyone's been saying, we've been saying, we speculated on it. I said there's not enough time in the day for him to do all the shit that he's claiming to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah, I mean, for him to get where he was, and then I think on stream he was also, like, people were pointing out things, and he was saying how shit his gear was, and it was like, GG, what the best stuff you can possibly get for that character.
oh, yeah,
And-
he was talking out, he didn't realize how valuable the
good
gear
his
that he
kit
had
was.
was. So, yeah, if you are
Yeah.
actually that well-versed at the game, if you've been playing that much, this is like having Paragon level 8,000 in Diablo 3, but you have no fucking idea what, like, a Nat set is, or what
Yeah.
Spin to Win Demon Hunter is.
Yeah, and you're
But,
playing a demon hunter.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Banner week
yeah.
for PoE.
I mean, the game is a lot of fun. I will say, despite the challenges I had in the beginning, I'm having a shit ton of fun, enjoying the hell out of it. This is my 3rd endgame character that I've built.
What's this one's name?
Character that I built. This one is not one that you named. Unfortunately, I didn't have one for my month when I set him up, and I had gotten a few from you. I'll actually get all the names up, but this one is Bong Stonks. Me and Fluffy were talking because I drop a big bell and it's a bong, so it makes a big bong, and then
Oh. Okay, no, that's a good name.
so Bong Stonks. I've got Hemorrhoid Lollipop as my witch, and then I've got Beef Quarter Pounder as my ranger. Can't remember all of this, but yeah. There was one more that I named it based on the names that you suggested. Very good suggestions. Excellent choices.
I was just thinking, yeah, no, I used Lollipop, but I also like Rectal Prolapse. Yeah, Rectal Prolapse Lollipop.
Yeah, I did Hemorrhoid Lollipop. It was good.
Hemorrhoid Lollipop, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Good.
People
Yeah.
don't trade with me.
Yes? People who trade with you are just like,
No, I'm not buying from you. Your name is gross.
This has got to be a bot. It's a bot, right? Right?
It's gotta be. Oh boy, alright. So stuff happened. I guess, yeah, there's some stuff happened, but Zero, you posted this article, and I'd like to hear you talk about it. What really is happening with SurePost? What is SurePost, and what is happening with it?
What? Hang on, what? Hang on. I don't remember anything. Wait, hang on. Why are you throwing to me and I'm not ready?
I double checked to make sure this was you posting this because I was just like, what?
Hey, you mentioned it a couple podcasts ago. I remember.
Oh, I was talking to Omega about this. It's the negotiation agreement between the United States Postal Service and the UPS, United Parcel Service.
Yes.
Has the negotiations expired. So now USPS is no longer carrying UPS's smaller envelopes and such.
This is
I posted this simply on a lark to talk about it with Omega off stream.
I have no idea why you're interested in this stock.
This was a complete non sequitur.
He likes
I don't
talking
even-
about packages.
I do like talking about packages, preferably mine. You know, big balls, little tic tac dick, but you know.
nobody's gonna make a box joke. Okay, I mean, yeah. Also, I love handling your packages well, Zero. But there's nothing like a good firm box to really
Yeah,
just make
Do you
the.
like? Do you like stacking your boxes, Doc?
I love stacked boxes.
Oh, nice. Do you like inspecting your boxes?
That's what. Remember when we used to call thick girls stacked? Yeah, like really. There's so much internet slang that's been lost since 1998. Okay. Anyway.
Wow, is a stamp really 73 cents now? Good lord.
That is
They
quite
got
a bit.
robbery.
Jeez.
Why I buy forever stamps? I just buy a book of them at the beginning of the year because I mail so many letters.
I still have forever stamps from 2007.
Yeah. I love forever stamps. I keep finding them and I'm like, oh sweet, these will last forever.
Sweet, I can mail something. What am I going to mail?
Because they used to come on, maybe they still do. They used to come on rolls. So it's literally just like you're taking a piece of Scotch tape. Instead, you're just taking one of these stamps off, and it's like it lasts forever. Then again, I'm not doing a lot of mailing. I did threaten to mail that entire conversation that Fluffy had today to wherever Mr. PoE lives, so that he could read about just how fucking much Fluffy hates the direction the PoE is going in. And the devs. He called them justifiably bad names.
Ooh.
Apparently, the game was made for made by hardcore gamers.
But it was hard
Hard.
ore.
Yeah, hard ore gamers. I'm sorry.
Hard ore. Yeah. Hard ore.
Yeah,
The hardest
preferably
ore.
tungsten.
That's hard ore,
Hard
man.
ore.
Hard ore. Hard ore.
Hard ore. Hard ore.
Hard ore. Like modal, but
I will
hard.
never not love the day that you guys fuck with me over my typos. I love it.
Hard, well,
Makes me
that's
happy.
we get a lot of quality meme material out of it, and I'll
We get a lot of pleasure from it as well.
Are
Do
you
you
pleased
know-
by that, Linus?
Do you?
Very pleased. It pleases me.
Oh Christ! Hey, I heard myself for a minute. Dicks.
You heard from that? Was it from me?
I don't know.
By the way?
I wasn't paying attention. Possibly. Am I on speaker? Are we on speaker?
Yes.
Hi,
Oh.
Linus's house. Hello, nice puppies. Where are the little puppies? Where's Pepper? Where's the good girl?
They're in bed. They're waiting for me.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's already in bed. Don't you know the rules?
Where the fuck is Dad?
Yeah. They're like, fuck you, Dad. I'm going to bed.
There's also an article here about an Xbox controller that was announced at CES 2025 with DualSense like layout and Hall effect sticks, and
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
I posted this mainly for me because I still use a controller for a lot of the games that I play because my wrists are completely fucked.
We all know the
Well,
controller
stop.
that you use, Zero. We all know. It's on
You
screen
know,
right now.
there's a way you can stop having that be so bad, Zero. You realize this, right?
Look, I don't jerk off nearly as much as I used to.
Well, that's why. Because it made your wrist shitty.
Oh,
It's just
oh,
the
I
pain.
get it.
The pain.
Okay, so yeah, there's a new game. There's a new controller. It looks like every other Xbox controller that I've ever seen, except for the first one. I remember the first one. It was a beast. All right, good talk.
Yeah, I mean, it looks neat, and of course, like all of the PlayStation fanboys are shitting themselves, shitting all over this, so whatever.
For real though, there were also other controllers that were announced at CES, and some of them. One of these is just a straight up fleshlight. But it's plugged into. You're controlling something with it. You're playing some. Or, can hear my air quotes. You're technically playing some game. With this controller, I'm not sure what, but I would probably try it.
Honey Pop.
Yeah,
New Honey Pop expansion.
I'd give it a stroke. I have a good pun for that.
But you play that for the story.
Yes. Yeah, I do. That's true. Same with Honey Pop. I play it because it's an excellent puzzle game.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sorry, yeah, my brain's not braining. And I guess you know what, the characters do have interesting developments. Nice.
That's a 3-pointer.
There you go. Good burp.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, we're not even drinking anything carbonated either.
Yeah, there's and then there's. Oh, that's right. So a while ago, Take-Two. So Omega knows more about this than any of us. Kerbal Space Program 2 has been like it started, it stopped. So yeah, what happened? Omega Take-Two got shorted it and sold off the private division.
Yeah, the story that Kerbal Space Program 2 is kind of sad. There was a lot of hype when it was announced. There was some really promising early, work done, and then all of a sudden they were pushing for a way too early, just a way too early early access release, and it ended up just being garbage, and everybody was pretty butthurt about it. And what ended up happening after that is the studio got reduced heavily and shuttered, and it was kind of put into limbo, and then they finally admitted that it was killed, and everybody who had pre-ordered it had a game that was, it existed on Steam, but it was awful. It looked beautiful. That's the only thing Kerbal Space Program 2 had over KSP 1, was that it looked beautiful. But the game was completely unfinished. But that's the risk of early access. But now the studio has been, or the IP has been sold. Basically, all of that studio's IP has been sold to the devs. This is tying back to some other stuff that we talked about months ago. Annapurna Interactive, that studio that made, was it Stray and some other things?
Yep. Highly rated studio, talented devs, all quit and formed their own studio.
Yeah, they had their whole thing happen. Well, that's the people who now own the rights to KSP2, and presumably they would own whatever in-progress version of the game exists. So, if nothing else, I mean, there's the hope that the studio could be reopened. The devs that were working on it could be brought back on. Who knows? It's now in the hands of some new people who might give a shit about the legacy of the original game, and acknowledge that there were a lot of people who were excited for a next generation Kerbal Space Program game. So, this is not saying that the game is back, that the game is confirmed to be back in development, nothing to that nature. It's just to say that the game is
not quite dead yet.
It's in the hands of new people who may decide to do something with it. And we can, I and other people in the KSP community can hope that something comes of it.
Yeah. It would be nice if they could get KSP2 off the ground, because There is KSP 1's great. I had a lot of fun watching you play it. But they are, even as fantastic as the game is and as inspiring as it's been to many people, there's the one solar system. And there are the... How many planets? 4? 3?
Oh no, there's quite a few.
There's moons.
There's full
gosh.
solar system pretty much.
There are quite
Just
a few
look up look up KSP Delta V map. I'll show you all there are.
Wow, this is a very helpful diagram. I can see why this exists. Okay, so yeah, there's quite a few.
More than 4.
More than 4. Significantly more than 4. I lowballed it. Hard.
Okay.
Hard ore.
Hard ore.
It's gonna be a new. I'm gonna make it. The first one that I'm gonna make is gonna be Hodor. It's just gonna say hard ore. Yeah. Maybe Hodor with a dented in forehead so that he looks like not as sweet. Hodor. I play Hodor game. Speaking of hard ore, though, Metroid Prime 4. Remember when pre-orders came out for Metroid Prime 4 8 years ago? And the game's still not out yet, but apparently some people pre-ordered Metroid Prime 4 through Amazon with a discount applied. And this was 8 years ago, and now these pre-orders are being mysteriously canceled as the game finally prepares for launch this year. So this is a little bit of Amazon dickery, which...
How fucked up is that?
Pretty fucked up.
You buy into a pre-order super early.
You're basically responsible for kickstarting the funding for this game, yeah.
And they fucking take that shit away from you? That is...
Oh, I'd be fucking mad.
That is terrible.
So naturally, the article says naturally there's been a whole lot of speculation about why these cancellations are happening. Perhaps the most likely explanation is as Amazon's stock of first-party Switch games has been sporadic in recent years, it might not be able to guarantee its stock of Metroid Prime 4. Which is kind of a bullshit argument.
Sounds like a cop-out.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure if there's consumer protection laws vary from state to state, but I'm pretty sure this shit would not fly in Massachusetts.
Oh, it 100% wouldn't fly in Massachusetts.
Yeah, this is class action lawsuit material. Come to Massachusetts, where everyone thinks they're a lawyer.
Are you saying people should move there en masse?
Acceptable.
It's okay. You know what? For that, there haven't been that many puns this episode, but that one was pretty okay.
I'm taking it easy on lateness because of him.
He's hard ore. He can take it.
I want him to show back up again, so I'm taking it easy.
That's okay. You don't have to go easy on me.
Linus, do you know how many weeks it was since you have been here last?
I'm gonna go with 13.
You're very close, actually. It's 11.
Ooh, get that man a prize.
It was 11 weeks on the count. Yeah, I'll give you a ding for that.
Acceptable.
I did watch the last podcast, so I remember the number being double digits.
Yeah, yep.
I saw it on the scroll bar, so I cheated a little bit. That wasn't just let me count it real quick.
That scroll bar is paying off, Doc.
I know. It was a nice little addition. I'm surprised actually that I did it at all, because if nobody's noticed here, the format of this podcast really hasn't changed since like year one. So I sort of I found what I liked, and I'm stubbornly refusing to change it. And I added the scroll bar. That's huge. I don't think people appreciate just how huge that is.
It's massive.
We don't have a microscope, Doc.
The scroll bar, not my tiny acorn. Zero stands in solidarity with me.
I do.
Tiny Peener Boys. We should get a fucking show on ABC, man.
We should.
Tiny Peener Boys.
They keep giving it to fucking Tim Allen. Why not us?
I just saw the trailer for the new Tim Allen show. It looks god-awful, and I bet it's going to be really popular.
But it does have Kat Dennings, so...
The famous actor, Kat Dennings. Remember when she was in Thor? And Thor 2? And Thor 3?
I'm getting very, very Thor about these, never mind.
Oh!
Failed! You fumbled it! You fumbled it!
No, I'm gonna get to you anyway. He's getting very Thor about these Thor jokes. I heard it in my head. I'm being unnecessarily cruel to Kat Dennings. I have nothing against her because I don't know her. And I've really never seen her in anything.
Girls.
I've never seen that either. I just know as literally the only places that I've ever watched her is in Thor, and I know that she does a perfectly fine job playing the quirky friend who only gets about 90 seconds of screen time in the entire movie. Did a great job. So now she's on a show with Tim Allen.
Is it Home Improvement 2?
Yes.
Home Improvement 3, actually.
Oh, there was already a
really?
Home Improvement 2?
Yeah. Last Man Standing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is now the second time they're giving him a show in recent memory.
I mean, it would not be a shock that they did a sequel because everything nowadays gets a sequel. It's a fucking series too, like just.
No, I mean, it's not like a sequel. I'm just more. I said that it's just more that like it's the same formulaic
Yeah.
fucking crap
sitcom.
that is just trying to recreate, what happened with Home Improvement, which was a good show at one point in time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as a kid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Trying to remember.
Wilson. That was It was Wilson. Hey, the one on behind the fence. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's people.
Actually, Zachary Ty Bryan has been in the news lately. He was the oldest son, Brad. He's a raging alcoholic and has a lot of DUIs and just got kicked out of his home for all the times the police have been called to his house.
I mean, doesn't
not
help that he
good.
beat his wife.
Yeah, like it's real bad.
Jesus.
It's real bad. It
Yeah,
showed up in my news feed.
Not good. It's not good at all.
that took a dark turn.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sorry, didn't mean for it to, but hey,
No, that's just life.
it's the world we live in. Hey, it's life. That's what all the people say.
Is it that sitcoms are just lazy and stupid now, or is it that they've always been, but we used to put up with them because all we had was TV?
That right there.
That.
Okay.
It is hard to get into TV nowadays, but I also think it's partly because you've got cell phones now, so you don't pay as much attention while you watch said shows.
Man.
Like, I know a TV show is good when I actually put my cell phone down and I pay attention to the show, because then I'm like, oh, okay, I must be enjoying this.
Like Ted
It'll
Lasso.
actually be good. What the fuck
Which,
is this?
Which, by the way, Leetness, thank you for suggesting that to me all of those years ago. I finally started watching Ted Lasso.
Oh, fuck, it's such a good show.
Such a good show. I don't know half of what they're talking about, with the pitch and all that crap, but
It's so good. It is so good. I love that show.
Because they're playing European surrender ball.
Yeah, he's really good in the show though.
European surrender ball.
Yes, European surrender ball, aka soccer.
You know what was another good movie that I recently watched, which was one of my wife's favorites for the year, and
My wife.
Every time he says it, I hear Borat. I don't even think you're trying. I think the character has been integrated into your soul, Leetness, and now you don't even try to do it, and we just hear it.
Yeah, so my wife.
He did the thing!
Himself.
He said the thing.
Say the line, Bart. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. What television show does your wife watch?
No, a movie that was on Netflix called Rebel Ridge. It was really good. You should watch it.
Rebel Ridge.
Yeah.
I'll look that up real quick.
It got me. It really. I went in with absolutely zero expectations, thinking we just put it on because we wanted something to watch while we were chilling, and couldn't find anything. And then we were like, "I'll just put it on. Fuck it." So I went in with absolutely no clue what it was, zero expectations. Thought it was just going to be some stupid action type thing, and it ended up really surprising me.
See,
I love it when that happens.
this always kind of confuses me, but it's a critic score. Never mind. Yeah, it's got a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's not bad.
I'll plug this into the machine that I use to legally watch movies.
Yeah, say that again, Doc.
What just happened?
Lower this.
They will believe you.
The what game is Omega playing? Shapes. The Shapes music just stopped, and I was like,
Oh, sorry. I am
Alt
looking at
tabbed.
the mod page. Yeah, I all tabbed out.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I get to see what Zero is playing. Oh, God.
Wait, hang on. Name of the store? The Chin Pokemon Shop. Come on, you get that reference.
I don't get it.
Really?
I don't watch. Does
You
anyone
don't
here
watch South
think?
Park at all?
Oh, wow, that's a deep
Yeah!
cut. That's a deep fucking cut.
cut.
Pokemon.
Zero, you went too deep. You went too deep for Doc.
I did go too deep. Poor
Slightly too deep. Yeah, but that's good. That is, you did a clever. So,
Doc. I
for a
did
second.
Clever.
For
Better.
a
I didn't do a dumb this time. Yay!
Not yet.
Shut up.
Sorry,
No.
we're open. Yes, we're closed. Oh God, here comes Neckbeard. You can tell he's coming in here because he's got nothing to do with his day.
And he's got a hole in his shirt.
He got a hole in his shirt. Yeah.
I'm
The
getting
cops.
flashbacks, not even watching this.
The police are coming. Hide.
I mean,
He's out of here. He's fucking booking it. You heard the
it's because
sirens.
The card packs are $6 a piece.
Oh,
May have overpriced them. So, unlike Supermarket Simulator, I can't double the price and be safe.
so just curious. In this game, does anybody ever try to steal from you? Can you beat them with brooms?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
yeah, Zero can't make a clean sweep.
Oh, that was
Acceptable.
pretty good. Okay. All right.
Um,
No, because in Supermarket Together, this was a super glitchy thing that you could do, but you could very early in the game, if you just had 6 products, You could change the prices on all the products to like $1 million, and nobody would buy anything. But eventually, somebody would shoplift, and when you shoplift and you whack them with the broom and you pick it up, you get the value of the product. So you could get yourself a couple $1 million on day 10.
$1 million.
$1 million. That's how people were cheesing that achievement. I got the achievement the good old-fashioned way, by having no life and playing that stupid game for probably 100 hours. Okay, alright. So, Shoppays. There was one other thing that was interesting. I think you posted this, Omega, but last year Microsoft filed a patent for to use AI in a system where you are crafting and altering game narratives. And it was using generative AI to basically get user feedback, and the game itself was changing the narrative structure or the characters. Excuse me. While you played the game. So that, yeah, it's an interesting idea. Kind of like an interactive holodeck program.
Holodeck? What?
Let's talk
They need
about
to
Star
get
Trek.
into-
Oh God, can we?
Go ahead, Linus.
No, they need to implement that kind of AI technology for adaptive storytelling in games. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I agree. This is neat. A neat system. We did talk briefly about, there's another system. I forget who's implementing this, but it's adaptive difficulty. So AI basically pays attention to, I think it's also Microsoft that's doing this. We talked about it last week or the week before. The game pays attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it, and if you're not doing so well, it makes things easier, or if you're doing super well, it makes things harder, and it works in the background, and you don't, air quotes, you don't notice it.
I don't know how. I mean, I think that's good, but I don't know how I would feel about that on. So it would be interesting on like storytelling games, obviously. I think that's where it would shine. But on competitive games, I feel like the meta will be to play like shit, so that it learns that you're bad, and then it lowers the difficulty
Yeah.
of the game, and then people will just meta the fuck out of that until it's.
What happens then is you end up with like the devs doing rubber band AI, and that shit bounces back and hits you smack in the face because you lower the difficulty too much, so you start destroying
Steamrolling.
everything.
Yeah, I guess there's ways to combat that with the AI, but like sandbag.
See, that's where you get into this weird cycle of you're like having to fucking make AI to detect people who are trying to abuse the AI that you're making. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
how deep is it going to end up having to go?
How deep is your love? Yeah.
How many side characters were there in the Matrix? Where he's just like the Indian guy is introducing Neo to his wife, who's the control module for a waste management system or some shit. And it's just like, yeah, there are tiny little programs to do absolutely everything, and he created an ecosystem of AI to watch over the AI, and thus this vicious cycle that you're talking about, Omega, is born. Little tiny communities just doing shit, and then we figure out that we live in a simulation, and we freak out, and somebody turns the simulation off, or just resets it back to 2015. That wouldn't be such a bad thing.
We wouldn't really know. So.
Yeah, you got a point. I wonder how many times we've actually been reset.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Every time the super collider gets turned on, I feel like we get reset. Because I swear to God, at some point there was not a K in the Chick-fil-A name. It just wasn't there. And now it is.
Little artifacts like that. No, you're absolutely right. You know, I fucking remember a cornucopia on my Fruit of the Loom clothing.
Yes.
I remember it. I probably got old underwear around here somewhere. That's not true. I have no clothes left from when I was that young.
I do.
Do you still prefer Fruit of the Loom, Doc, or is this just age-old memories?
No, those are age-old memories. What am I wearing right now? I'm probably Hanes.
That's a surprise.
I'm wearing store brand underwear because there's no label on it anywhere. But hey, I am pantsless.
Most of my boxes are Berkeley Jensen, which is BJ's brand.
Yeah, see, that's fine. That's good. Costco's got a brand too. What the hell is it? Kirkland?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kirkland.
So, oh my god, yeah, no, Kirkland is there. There's a whole thing behind that, behind people like wanting Kirkland products so that they can shill for Costco. You're paying money so you can walk around being a giant billboard. Get a life, am I right? What am I doing right now again?
Podcast, not podcast.
That one was. I'm not gonna get. Actually, you know what? We're gonna.
Unacceptable.
I know, that was bad. I was like, there's potential, and then it fell flat. And I'm like, I can't stop. So
I burped so ferociously about 2 days ago that I scared myself. I was much louder than I thought it was gonna be.
you scared yourself. Oh, Doc.
I was maybe not. Yeah, scared isn't the right word, but I was not expecting whatever that was. Hey, so that's this week in gaming. No, there's more, but who cares?
We didn't talk about Domino's clapping back to fucking Ubisoft.
I just took it off. But surprise, surprise, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed until what it was March 20th.
Yeah, and then which you brought up was a very
It's the date of a
day.
It's a date of a notorious terrorist attack that happened in Japan in 1995. I believe it was 1995. Yeah, that's not a nice that's kind of like their 9/11. Maybe not that serious. Didn't start a war, but it was a cult, wasn't it? It was a Christian cult that released sarin gas in the Tokyo subway system, which is fucked up. And that was what got this cult all this attention. And the Japanese authorities started really looking into them and really investigating them, and they found out they were responsible for some other horrific shit as well. And it took them, I don't know, 15 years to track all of them down. They tracked them all down, sentenced 6 of them to death. And I think those sentences were carried out in 2018. If I am remembering the article right. So yeah, that's when Ubisoft is going to release their Japanese game.
Yeah.
Great job.
And then Domino's on Facebook fucking clapped back, and it was hilarious because whoever's running the Domino's account must be the person who was running the Wendy's account at some point, because Domino's has been clapping back on people, and it's fucking hilarious. Telling Ubisoft that if they need to call them if they need help delivering on time.
That was funny.
I mean, damn.
Slim Jim was on a roll at one point. Oh,
Who was?
Slim Jim.
Oh yeah, no, but that's just because they're owned by WWE, and WWE got to make that money.
There is
They're not
probably
really owned by WWE.
like no joke. There's probably a company out there that you just like hire into them, and they will like sit on your Twitter account for a month or a paid period of time, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, we'll get you attention. We'll make snappy jokes for you that are family friendly, but also kind of bestial." So yeah, you notice these. So yeah, you notice these patterns between Wendy's and now Domino's, and then Slim Jim, and I'm just wondering, maybe they're all hiring the same company.
I mean, they're not hiring the same company, but there are many companies that do the same thing.
My favorite one though was from the National Forest, the National Parks and Forest Service.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Where it's just like, it's cold outside when you go outside, and it's cold. And somebody came back and was like, "Who's running this shit?" And the National Parks Service came back with a picture of, I think it was a beaver sitting behind a computer.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it's done by AI nowadays, anyway.
Fucking AI. You heard how Meta is gonna deliberately put AI accounts onto Facebook, and so that people can interact with them?
So they can have friends.
Yeah, so people can have friends on Facebook.
Sounds like a way to actually, put some interactivity into Facebook. Prop their own traffic numbers up.
It does, yeah. It sounds a lot like that. Also, you guys remember the dead internet theory? It was like somebody predicted by 2015 that basically greater than 95% of all internet traffic was just going to be bots talking to bots.
Yeah.
They're a couple years off, but I think they're definitely right.
It's getting there. I mean, most of the traffic you get on websites nowadays is bots.
Every single time I go to a website and there's a little thing in the bottom right corner that's just like, talk to support. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to your fucking robot.
Doc, it's not a robot. That's an actual person.
We
Nice
spent a lot
try.
of time building these things for you guys so that you can talk to those bots.
Well, excuse me for not giving you a thank you blowjob.
Now you go and appreciate my bot that I built.
You're gonna go to your Wednesday website that you built to try and replace me.
Well, actually, the whole purpose behind it, Doc, was to give you a platform to have your videos play automatically.
Sure. Now this is like, no, we totally weren't trying to replace you, Doc. You're irreplaceable. I was doing this really, it actually does sound pretty cool thing for you. Yeah. Can you do that?
What?
Can you do that
Make
so
the
that my
background-
videos will play automatically on Discord? So like, man, so many Unella plugins. If I knew Python better.
Just ask ChatGPT. My nephew built the fucking OpenAI, and there was another integration. 2 integrations with Python and OpenAI, but it's like a quiz bot that quizzes him on his homework.
See, that's a good use of AI.
And he's like, I think he's 13, but he got no help from anyone. I mean, my brother works for Microsoft in their AI division, so I guess he's got a good source of information, but apparently he did it without any help.
I mean, that's great. Yeah, that's fantastic. It pleases me to hear that younger people are still curious about technology and they're still taking things apart and figuring out how they work. And building new things.
Yeah. And what's weird is he's like not a PC game. He's not a PC person. He is obsessed with the Switch. I'm like, you need to get onto PC gaming, bro.
You need to learn how to build a computer. You need to learn how to build your first PC gaming rig. Oh, I hope I get to do that with one of my sister's kids someday. Yeah, that's an exciting experience. I didn't know you could copy-paste shit in this game, Omega.
Uh-huh.
Doc, you can do anything you want with a child as long as you beat them first.
What?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was extreme.
Child abuse.
That was just from nowhere. Like, it's one thing when there's context.
Have you ever... That was a Bender line from Futurama. Have you ever considered turning off the TV and spending time with your kids and hitting them?
No.
No.
I mean, I spend time with my kids in the living room all the time.
Wait, did that card just say it was worth 470? So holy fuck.
You got a valuable card.
470 some dollar card.
Can you imagine in real life some of the ridiculous prices that people have paid for pieces of paper?
Oh, you mean like Logan Paul? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the most embarrassing thing that he did was he bought those fucking NFTs for millions, and now they're worthless. Everybody who bought into the NFT thing lost all their fucking money.
That's funny.
It was a fad. It was an interesting fad. Blockchain technology was sort of rough, and NFTs helped it along, but that's it. Did you just die?
This is another thing that I hate about this game. When you die, you lose your map. This was my third ritual. So I would have got my rewards after this one. But they fucked me. And now what happens? No more portals. Fuck you. That
Oh my
sucks.
god, how happy are you that you stopped playing PoE?
Very.
Sorry, Linus, I know you like the game, but Jesus Christ.
It's a lot
No.
like Diablo, and then it just like gets way too hard for no reason.
Do you not like abuse?
And it's like, why am I doing this to myself?
I must punish myself. Purify my soul.
Is that a goddamn Gungan reference? He shall be punished.
That was no, that yeah, that was, yeah, never mind. Yes,
Fucking boss nass.
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Oh goodness.
Punished.
Is it Himsabi or Hisabi? I think it's Hisabi.
He's the punished. I don't remember. I don't have a brain like you.
What an absolutely amazing age that we grew up in. That is gone forever. Remember when people still got excited about Star Wars?
Oh, now people still get excited for it just for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. There's a new show out, right? Star Wars something with starring...
Skeleton Crew.
We might as- yeah, Skeleton Crew. We might as well just call it the Jude Law show.
I couldn't get into it.
I'm not even gonna try. Not interested. But there was this guy that I know told me about this awesome movie that I'm gonna watch. It's called Rebel Ridge.
Yep. It's good. Good fun. That's a good fun.
Oh shit.
That is good.
Not a whole lot else on TV. That I'm aware of. I'm sure there's a shit ton of content out there, and Netflix and Amazon are putting out new shows every single week. I have no doubt.
Hmm.
But I never hear about it.
I tried the new. Oh, there was a good one that I watched on. It's a BBC show. I might have told you this already. It's a dang it. I've got it. I think I've got it on my notes.
Oh, you do that too? Yeah, I write them down too. We're gonna be the only people in the world still using Post-it notes.
Yep, I write my notes. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt.
Okay.
It's a show about the NHS in England.
Oh, the name of the show is This Is Going to Hurt.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I thought you were preparing me.
No, it's good. The worst part about the show is that it's no longer airing, and it's one season.
So it was probably real good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It's it's really good though. I think the guy that's the main doctor or someone, it's got like actual NHS doctors that worked for the NHS in their hospitals. And
is it all the assorted bullshit that they had to put up with from the system, or is it all like the funny patients that they had who came in after they, air quotes, slipped and fell on something?
Yeah, it's a mixture of things like that. It's basically like the shit that they have to put up with, as well as stories about patients. It's funny. It's really funny.
So there's an anime that came out. I'm not sure if the anime has actually aired yet, but I think it has. The first couple episodes, I'm pretty sure it has. It's Dr. House. Does everybody remember House, the TV show?
Yes.
With Hugh Laurie? Yeah. The name of the anime show is Dr. House got killed and was reincarnated as a cute girl or something like that. And it's literally House as an anime woman working at a hospital. So the internet has discovered House now. An entire generation has been reintroduced to actual House. And I keep on seeing the post I keep on seeing the clip from House where the kid comes in because he stuck an MP3 player up his ass. And House is just saying, look, you're not going to shock me. I've seen it all. So, great job, internet. Good going again.
That's one way to ingest music.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Acceptable.
Yeah. There was also a Music Digest joke there.
Yep, I didn't even think of that.
You know they still make MP3 players? Sony still makes, like, portable MP3 players that you can jog around with. Some of them look kind of sexy.
Did they really make them still?
Yeah.
Huh.
You can still
I
go
thought
on.
everyone just has Apple Music nowadays.
That's the thing. That's what shocks me so much, is that there's an entire generation now that have no concept of actually owning things. They just get them from a streaming service, and they don't think about what happens when the streaming service shuts down or loses the license, as we've actually seen recently.
Thanks, Marvel Heroes.
Yeah, that's a good example. Right, so
Battlefield Heroes. I guess the moral of the story is don't have a game that goes with that's a streaming service that has the word heroes in it.
Oh, wow. Sweetness.
It's true. Two of the games that I invested time and money into were Battlefield Heroes and Marvel Heroes.
City of.
Battlefield Heroes, I played a shit ton of it. It was like a stupid little cartoon FPS, well, third-person shooter type thing, competitive multiplayer one. I was young. I was still into this sort of game environment. And I loved it, and then they cancelled the game. I was like, fuck. I was disappointed. I was bitter.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
There's actually still a Steam community around Marvel Heroes. And they hold vigil basically, and they're like, please can somebody figure out what happened to the database, where to go, because when the company shut down, they said they destroyed the data, and that like the source of the game is lost, and the database of everybody's characters is gone. So there's no chance that it's ever coming back, but the Steam community still holds hope. So you can go there, even though it's a dead game and it's not available on Steam anymore. They still have a thriving Steam community.
I did find somebody that was trying to recreate the game, though.
That I might remember that as well.
City of Heroes, that was the same way. They've got a fan-made passion project. I loved that fucking game. That was the first MMO I ever played.
It was some Russian client, though, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to take that, thanks.
Oh, but why, Linus?
It's good game.
It's good game.
Good game, promise, no hex.
Run well on PS2.
Run well on Russian proprietary gaming systems made this year. We cover that,
Put your
yeah.
social security here, your credit card number here.
Linus, you weren't around for that one, but Omega did post an article about how Russia was developing two next-gen game consoles specifically for domestic use.
Yeah, they're developing because of sanctions. The Russian video, like the Russian government is encouraging companies to develop a new proprietary Russian gaming consoles. And they acknowledge that they won't be able to compete with the power of Western systems, so they're demanding that they innovate and try new things and be creative.
Every time you win, you get shot of vodka.
But you must fill console with vodka first, so we can dispense it later. That just sounds like getting drunk with extra steps.
It really does. Why would I do that when I could just go to the liquor store and buy it myself and just drink it straight from the bottle?
Console
Part of
is
the reward is playing a game.
Console is so energy efficient that it can be run on the spinning wheel of a single mule.
This seems like farming with extra steps. Wait.
It's fun to make fun of Russians because they have absolutely no sense of humor whatsoever. How many Russian comedians do any of us know of? Not even like... Not even,
Smirnoff?
yeah, not even like Russian comedians in Russia. Why the fuck would we know anything about that? But like over here, are there any comedians that we know of in America who are Russian or of Russian descent?
Bert Kreischer.
I'm sure
He's
some of them
honorary Russian.
follow Chonkwij.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we just tweeted. Yeah, hit us up in our Twitter or on the DMs. Don't fucking talk to us. Leave us the fuck alone. I don't care. I say this shit and then I say this shit and then I immediately forget about it.
Somebody's gonna contact us one of these days, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
It's gonna be like, what? Who are you? Like, you remember this thing that you were talking about 8 years ago? No.
Don't remember what I did yesterday. What makes you think I can remember 8 years ago?
Yeah, I'm drunk right now. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, that's all the articles that I got. There are more articles, though. Do I go and do I look for more articles, or do I stare at Omega playing shapes? Because for some reason this game is just hypnotically fascinating to me.
I mean, you do you.
Yeah, I'm watching him make conveyor belts. It's just conveyor belt simulator, and I love it. So satisfying.
What is that game? Satisfactory?
Yeah.
That's a game.
Yeah.
I think Omega said that he's scared to get into that one. Because heroin.
A little bit.
But the real thing that might just take that completely off the table for you, Omega, I don't know if you can rebind the keys.
Oh, really?
I thought about that the last time that you talked about, or I thought about it after we spoke last time. I was like, wait, didn't I try to rebind a key and I couldn't figure out how to work it? Oh, I also remember there's a whole bunch. I need to like write this shit down and put it on my monitor. But also, Omega, we were talking about GOG and how GOG makes profit. The reason I thought what I thought was because when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, CD Projekt Red said, if you want us to get all the, as devs, if you want us to get all the profits without paying the 30% Steam tax, then buy it through GOG. But it turns out the GOG does take a percentage of all sales, and I think it's on par with Steam's. So I'm not sure why CD Projekt Red said that, or if that was just for Cyberpunk 2077.
To try and drive traffic to GOG, it's possible.
Yeah, but I was incorrect in my initial statement that they give money to devs. All the money. Sorry, all the money to devs. Red, blue, now green.
My light's not cutting on.
Can't wait till they release a fucking map tab for PoE. So annoying.
Maps!
Yeah.
I still don't know what maps are. And you've explained it to me a billion times. I know.
Mm. They're pixels that you have to store to run.
Every time you say it, all I hear is, Soy Dora! Can you say map?
Mape.
El mape.
El mape. El mapor.
El contador. The accountant. I've learned more foreign languages from TV shows than I have from school.
School's done.
More foreign language words.
I got mine from Duolingo.
Does Duolingo really threaten you if you miss like too many days?
No.
I know it's just a meme, but I think it would be hilarious if a little pop-up did come up and the owl turned evil and he was just like, you haven't been on. You've missed your last 4 lessons. Your daughter has now been abducted from school. It's like, whoa, the owl has no chill.
I don't know. I think he's having a hoot.
Oh.
Acceptable.
I groaned, but it was fun.
That's what she said.
That's
It was good grown.
cool.
Well, you know, I'm just out here winging it.
Oh God.
Is that was another because owls have wings?
Well, what else do they have?
Acceptable.
Linus and I started doing the thing again, and I hope that we do it all year, where we explain the jokes, because explaining the jokes makes the jokes funnier.
It's true.
It is good. It's good because
It's so nice of you to swoop in with that information.
Because owls, and when they fly, they swoop.
Acceptable.
Okay. Oh yeah, Buddha probably wanted us to talk about the RTX 5070. That is going to cost $600 and it's going to replace everybody. But I wanted to talk about how the Nvidia CEO fucking flipped his shit today because Biden put a limit on how many products containing microtransistors or whatever the fuck are exported to foreign countries. And Nvidia's like, we want to sell all this shit to China. China. So they're probably hoping that when Dolan gets in office, he's gonna undo all that because Dolan notoriously loves China. Not at all. Whatever, I say fuck him.
money, aka money.
Yeah. You guys know Arc 2's coming out. Oh god, evidence mounts that Marvel Rivals stealthily places losing players in bot matches. And I know because I'm the loser. So this is an article that just came up right now.
Marvel Rob.
Holy shit,
it's-
this is dated tomorrow. So yeah, alright. We this is news from the future.
Someday people will know about this.
Yeah, Zero, have you played Marvel Rivals?
I have not, and I refuse to because I do not like. I didn't like Overwatch, so why would I play a game that's like Overwatch?
I liked Overwatch.
I liked playing Bastion in Overwatch and trolling people.
Yeah,
That's it,
that
though.
was my favorite. My favorite part of Overwatch was basically the time that we spent fucking around in Overwatch
So
and
we
not
got
playing the game and just getting people to do absolutely not what the game was intended for.
yeah, it was you, me, and one or two other people, but it's like 5v5
Really?
or something. It was you, me, and somebody else, and then we had two randos in the lobby, and all three of us went Bastion, and then the other two had picked characters, and then they switched to Bastion as well.
Yeah, and then we did Mercy. we did like all of the different characters, but the Bastion one was the best because I think we actually won as well.
Yeah. Oh man. But that's the only time that I ever remember playing Overwatch, and yeah, I agree with you, Zero. It's just not for me. But this is so you're stealthily placing losers in bot matches.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it makes sense because they're trying to make the game not Overwatch. So, and Overwatch is like, now I will say this: the players, the hard ore players in that game,
Love it.
are very toxic, very, very toxic.
FPS players being toxic? No.
Right?
Perish the thought. Not like the PoE community, right, Linus?
Yeah, they are very well.
Everyone's very, very erudite. They're well
They
spoken.
only say "get good noob" like after the second sentence.
And
First one is, "Are you regarded?" And then the second sentence is "get good noob."
the parent company of PoE is Grinding Gear, right? Grinding Gear Games. Yeah, you also have people in your community that simp up to Grinding Gear Games, and even after they get hacked, and apparently just tell them, it's okay, we know you did your best, based off absolutely nothing.
Thank you for the transparency.
Yeah, thanking them for transparency. There was a data breach. They're required by law to report it. Doesn't matter that it's a video game.
Thank you for your transparency.
Which is required by law.
And your clear remorse that you had for it.
Oh, sure,
laughing
yeah.
when you did it.
That's the worst part. Yeah, because he did a fucking live interview. I was like,
Yeah,
I get it. It's awkward,
Look.
but fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, it should be taken seriously. But I mean, you're a game company, so you're dealing with games, and then they could just be like, it's just a game, man.
Kind of like what GGG is doing right now with PoE 2. It's just a game.
Yeah.
Oh, also breaking news, Elon Musk's second character in PoE 2 on hardcore is dead. So he killed another hardcore character because he's such a fucking noob and doesn't know how to play the game and gets boosted. GG, Elon. Fuckwit.
And was that one in the 90s too?
Yeah, it was level 97.
Fucking hell, yeah, he's definitely getting boosted. There's no ways.
I don't think that he knows the people that are boosting his account. I think he's just using a service because it's easy enough to find a service that will do that for you.
Said that there was a Chinese filter on one of his like loot filters or something.
Yeah. So, in all honesty, the people who are boosting they're doing it as a job. They're getting paid. They probably don't care that he's killing off characters because it generates more work
They
for
get
them.
more money. I just don't.
Shit.
Yeah. But GGG's got a pretty strict policy about that kind of shit not happening. They're supposed to ban you if you do any kind of RMT shit.
Can you imagine the backlash that they would get if they tried to ban Elon?
They wouldn't be allowed on X.
He would whine, bitch, piss, and moan. Like the massive 4chan man baby that he is.
Yeah. That's it. You are banned from X.
You get off my vent,
Get off my ex.
or I'll have you hexed. I love that we went to the same fucking ventrilo harassment video from 20 years ago. Get off my vent, or I'll have you bent.
It's a classic. An absolute classic.
It is. The other one that's classic is how there's a pigeon in your bank account, but I never get any laughs when I break that one out. Even though you're the one who introduced me to that meme, Linus.
There's a pigeon in your bank account?
We are calling to inform you that there is a pigeon in your bank account.
Oh god, I don't even remember it.
It's the guy who pretends to be a Ugandan bank worker, and he's calling people in Britain, telling them that he needs their bank account numbers because the bank needs to get into their bank account so that they can clear out a pigeon that has gotten stuck in their bank account.
Oh god, that's funny.
It's so fucking dumb. This is so great. So great. That's why I remember it.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
There's a new city builder on Steam that I totally missed. It's called Airborne Empire. It's an RPG city builder. I should look at this. Honestly, Omega, you might like this.
What is it called?
Airborne Empire. It's an RPG.
Oh, I think I did see. I think I saw that on Steam.
It's the sequel to 2022's Airborne Kingdom, but there's a much larger world to explore. You're building a city in the sky, so you have a platform, and you have to like power it, and you have to keep yourself floating in the sky while you build.
Interesting.
But yeah, this is an interesting concept. I wonder why I missed this. Oh well, it's about time for me to walk my dogs.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's past my bedtime by several hours now.
Yeah.
Sorry we
Alright.
kept you up, Leetness, but we are very much glad that you're here.
I had a good time. Thanks for having me.
It's always nice to have guest starring the Linus. So yeah, thank you for coming along. Thank
pleasure.
you for coming along, Mr. Eliteness.
Thank you.
Your hard ore.
You're
Yeah, I'm done with this hard ore game today. I'm going to go rest my weary head.
Alright, thank you everybody for coming along. I am going to go off my dog, actually. Thank you everybody for coming along. Fuck, let's see. Fuck Elon, fuck Winnie the Pooh, fuck Putin, fuck Nestle, fuck Hershey, fuck Vince, fuck Linus Tech Tips, fuck NZXT, and yeah, get boosted, Elon, you scrub. He'll have a third hardcore character by next week. It'll be level 90, like 95 at least.
Yeah, but by Wednesday.
And he'll be bragging about it on Twitter. About look how hard I work. Oh, penis,
Maybe if you
penis.
go fast enough in his rockets, he goes back in time, and then
No,
it's basically like he's got extra time to play.
no, we established this with Flight of the Navigator. You can only go back in time, in Back to the Future.
Makes sense.
I just lost steam.
halfway through that, you just lost it.
Ran completely out of steam.